Yo, what's good? It's your boy Daylyt. Big shout out to DatWAV in the building.
Face that yelling through the streets, bro. I know that I'm gon' get stopped by police, bro. They think that I'm a felon with the heat, bro. I tell them that I'm really just a beast, bro. I'm a beast, bro. I'm a beast, bro. From the north to the south to the east, bro. I'm a beast, bro. I'm a beast, bro. From the west to the south to the east.
What's up, guys? DatWAV.com. Thanks for tuning in. Got Daylyt in the building.
Hey, squat.
We also got a couple other people that can be joining us. We got Darren Vegas over here.
Hey.
And we got Alicia the braidologist. As you guys see, Daylight's getting the braids done. So he's about to go on tour right now. Day, you going on tour right now?
Yes, sir. With my man Hobson. Big out.
Cool.
Shout out to Hobson Savage Tour. It's gonna be live. It's my first tour, so I'm actually very excited.
What are you excited for, Day?
I've never been on tour before, and you know, like I said, I'm a battle rapper making the transition. So, you know, just coming from battle rap to actually doing a musical tour, like, it's a different type of animal.
I get it. That's kind of really what I wanted to touch on. Like, to start it off with is, Day, you have a funny spot in hip hop, kind of, because you see both spectrums.
Yeah.
You know, battle rap, and then, like, I guess you want to call it like recorded. You know, I guess recorded music, recording artists, right? Battle rap and recording music, right? So you see both both spectrums of it.
Yeah.
Do you think that gives you an advantage or like an edge over the people that like haven't done the battle rap and don't have the same stage presence and things like that?
Yeah.
Or do you think it hurts you? That maybe you revert back to the the battle stuff as opposed to.
It gives me a very big edge. The only thing is, like, with battle rap, I'm comfortable with battle rap because I know for a fact, like, when I have a battle, like they're there because they know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, performing on the show, they're there, but they're like, what are you gonna do? So I think it's just that thing of, like, I haven't got my music fan base set yet. You know, once I get my music fan base and they're able to sing the songs with me and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, then
that's the part that, like, is weird to me. Is it's like you have to develop like a whole new
like
fan base. To me, it's crazy. But
I'm in a fucked up part because look. All right, I just talked to Sway about this. I talked to Charlemagne about this. I'm like, yo, I might be the only rapper in the world that has done Sway in the Morning, Breakfast Club, and is about to go on a world tour with no album, no single, no anything. I'm dead ass gonna be on the stage in front of 4,000 plus people, and they don't have a clue at what I'm about to do.
Well,
I'm like a new artist, but a known artist.
That's the part that kills me. So it's like, and it's funny too because like a lot of the people these days, like a lot of the fans, like Darren, your era, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're like that's like people. That's the golden hip hop era, right? Mm-hmm. So you get those types of fans that hear the new stuff that's out, and they're like. They're not happy with it. It's not competitive enough for them. They feel like the bars aren't there, things like that. But it's like, don't they know about battle rap? I mean, battle rap, it is a competition. The bars are, it's a competition of bars.
This is the fucked up part. And I'm glad the industry has happened. I'm glad what happened to the industry happened. And I'm going to tell you why. Because at one point in time, the industry itself, which was his era, was like, don't battle rap. That shit bad for your career. It's bad for you. Now, they have been replaced by the sucky niggas. And now, battle rap is the only place, those I want to call them sucky, but the non-lyricists. And we're going to talk about
and that's okay, but it's real. They know the bars aren't there.
I'm going to break some down. So before we go that, so they talked about battling is not good for your career. Now, battling is probably the only place you can go on a mainstream level where you can hear actual lyricism.
Yep.
And it's like appreciated.
It's a competition.
It's a competition. So, but I started to tell, because I was talking to a few, like, hip hop. I just did some stuff with cannabis recently.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a few hip hop heads about this, and I said, when you think about it, and I told cannabis this, I said, Rakim, and a few other MCs, if you think about it, y'all not even hip hop. And he was like, what do you mean? And everybody in the studio was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, if you think about it, rappers did like with the hip hop, the hip it. who sounds closer to them, Young Thug or Rakim?
Yep.
They wasn't rapping all them lyrical,
One syllable,
miracles.
Exactly. One syllable.
Hip hop started off with one syllable words, and that's what it has went back to.
I just feel like, honestly,
so I told him, I said, let's really be honest. If I get on a song and go, 1, 2, I jump in the club and then buy me some drinks, I'm closer to hip hop than that Lupe Fiasco. Because that's how hip hop started. That is the origins. The origins was not lyrical, spherical, miracle, lyrical. It wasn't.
It was not.
So you can't get mad at these catchy rappers because hip hop started off catchy.
It's just that it progressed and then it started regressing.
I mean, I don't even think like a lot of.
All right, but think about it.
Like the legends, they had like multi-syllable bars.
When you understand history, you know, when you understand history itself, everything restarts. And you got to think, you know, the generation, you got to think. You had hip-hop to the Hibbit, then it led to Rakim, then it went up, you know, to the Lupes, to the Eminems, and then it's going back to the hip-hop, the Hibbit, the Gibbetits. Who knows? I may be the next generation of, because there's nothing like bruh from that era.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? And then you got rappers like, what's the kid name? You ever heard this kid named Afro?
Of course.
All right, so you got kids like Afro that's making the transition. You got Kendrick Lamar got lyricism. You know what I mean? So there's a new form of lyricism on the rise right now.
But it's few and far between. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. Like, it really is few and far between, Dave.
Yeah.
And I always told you, I said, dude, you are what it's, you know, you're what they're missing right now because, but, you know, like Afro did like the Honda, you know, he had like a Honda commercial and stuff.
No, not Afro, man. Not Afro, man.
Afro, the kid, the teenager with the big giant Afro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's Afro. AFRO. That's what he goes by too, right? So
I fuck with Afro. Shout out Afro.
And it is dope. He is dope. He doesn't make music like everybody's making music these days. He is lyrical, and he is making that stuff. My question about the whole battle rap, right? With battle rap and like recorded music is, you know, like here's an example. My friend, he's a friend of mine. His name's Otis, right? Otis is not into the Young Thugs and the Lil Uzis and the Lil Yachty's and this and that. So why isn't battle rap more appealing to a guy like him? Because when I showed him the stuff, it was like a whole new world to him. He hadn't ventured that. Yes. Why is there separate fan bases? Why not? If this is like a competition, why don't more people that are mad at that kind of music jump over there? Is it bad promo? Is it bad marketing?
No. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because the older hip hop heads programmed the world and told them battling is not good. So that reason is why battle rap never gained a very big worldwide fan base, because like I said, in the early industry days, they would tell you like battle rap is not good for your career. It had a bad stigmatism to it. So
do you think that'll change? Can that change? Will it change?
It has changed.
I believe it's changed. I believe it's a lot bigger.
Look at all the people that was battle rappers. Eminem was a battle rapper. Kendrick Lamar was a battle rapper. You know, a lot of motherfuckers in French Montana was a battle rapper.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it ain't like that's a bad stigma. You know, it's not like that's a thing anymore. It wasn't, and the fucked up part about it is that they labeled all battle rappers like people who couldn't make songs. And it wasn't all battle rappers. It was majority the freestylers. Most of the people who freestyled can't make a song. Of course you can make a song. You fucking freestyle.
Of course.
It was the people who didn't know how to write. Those are the people who gave battle rap a bad name.
Which funny enough, most of the dudes that are out, like the Lil Yachty's, I mean, most of their stuff is freestyle. But there's no way they can sit there and tell me that, you know, they sat there and route out the 16 bars.
I'm gonna tell you, you know what tripped me? It's not to put somebody on blast, but I don't give a fuck because it is what it is. But I remember somebody told me, somebody was like, yo, like I wrote for Waka Flocka one day. And I'm like, he can't think of that?
Yeah, it was like,
you know what I mean? Like,
if you're gonna use somebody else's bars, you're gonna use that verse?
Like, no, it's not even that. Like, I'm just saying, like nigga, you wrote that song? Like, nigga, the song was like some hip hop hippited shit, like, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, so it's to the point to where, like, just because these people ain't rapping, don't mean they not getting help.
Yep, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody need help. And the craziest part about it is that, like, now that I'm, like, I got my foot in the industry, a lot of my hopes have been crushed, man. Some of my favorite rappers
Clarify for these people, Day. How much help you get? I'm gonna tell you guys.
Zero.
I know. I was just about to say. Well, not only a battle rapper, but Daylyt.
Look,
Just on editing,
the way
everything.
the way my brain work, man, I don't need help from nobody. I'm editing a music video right now. Like, I don't.
He really is editing a video right now.
Like literally, look, Final Cut X. I'm editing right now. Like, and I don't need help from anybody. Like, you know, like only reason why I'm here is because I say, you know what? Maybe I'll let somebody in my world, cause I feel like I was being stingy with myself.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I told people, yo, I don't need music video. I shoot my own videos. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can shoot. I'm the only person. Like, you get on my Periscope and people be like, yo, how the fuck you keep the camera still? Like, my arm is a tripod. Like, that's how long I've been filming. I've been holding, like, I've been on 12-hour days holding red cams the whole day. You know what I mean? So, like, to hold a cell phone, I can literally hold my hand like this for hours without moving. Steady cam, all that. So, you know, I've been doing everything for myself for, like, the past 10 years, man. So, you know, I just finally let somebody into my circle, which is my main producer there in Vegas. And, you know, linking up with P, big shouts out to my man, Mr. the P, linking up with P, which made this whole thing possible. You know, even with working with P, like, you know, it was like it was at that time where I sat down and I'm like, damn, am I finally about to work with somebody else? And then my mind was like, don't do it. But then my heart that wants to expand my career was like, do it. And luckily I followed my heart, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, but like I said, as far as like getting help, like I don't need it at all. Like,
do you think that, no, that's you. You're a special dude, you know what I mean? Like, do you think that is the route that a lot of these artists that are up and coming should take? Should they learn how to do all of these things?
Man,
or
look,
if you had the help, would you take it? Do you think they should get the help if they can get it?
I'm going to tell, and this goes for any upcoming artist, I'm going to look at you in your eyes. I would tell you, like, because when you understand what labels do to people, they'll eat you alive. You know what I mean? You get a check, you get a big ass check, and then you get a couple of videos, and before you know it, you in debt. You're like, well, I'm in debt. Well, that video cost $500,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Darren, you know a lot about this too.
That shit happens.
Mm-hmm. You know a lot about
you know, like I said, I've had a few people come to me with deals, and I told them, I don't need anything from you. I don't need you to shoot videos. I don't need you to put me on TV. I'm already on all of those. Yep. I don't need anything from you. So what can you actually offer me? I can pay for my own money to get my posters by the 405 on the poster board, the big banners. I can pay for them to get on bus stops. I can get the shit. I don't even have to pay. I just go put fucking 500 CDs in Target randomly. Like, I don't care. You know, I work like that. So, like, what can you actually do for me that I can't do for myself? And when you talk to a label like that, then you got the upper hand.
And you can say it with confidence, because
you can say it with confidence.
It's not bullshit. You know what I mean?
Same thing with Nipsey. Nipsey told him, what are y'all going to do for me? I'm already out here.
He's out here selling $1,000
CDs. What could you possibly do for me?
What are you going to do for me?
So, you know, like I would say this for up-and-coming artists, there's something called YouTube Academy.
Yep.
You can graduate from a YouTube school. Everything you need to know in life is on YouTube. Everything. Every single thing you need to know in life is on YouTube.
I'm fucking around thinking, there's really a school of YouTube Academy?
Yo,
you mean go on YouTube and watch the shit and learn yourself, right?
I have like 20 degrees in YouTube. I learned everything you possibly think of. I'll sit here and watch a tutorial for hours and learn it just like that. So, you know, it's simple. You can literally, like, I'll tell y'all how I got into filming. I'll tell y'all the story how I got into filming. This was literally 2002. My career was kind of booming. I'm still in high school. My career is kind of booming. I literally went to Hype Williams' website. I asked Hype Williams how much to get a standard music video.
If you guys don't know who Hype is, Hype Williams is a legendary
music. Legendary music.
Legendary music.
I go, yo, Hype, and I swear, like, if I can ever meet Hype Williams, and somehow, you know, now I'm big as I am, if I can meet him and ask him if he can go through his website and get this conversation, because it's on his website. How much for a standard music video? He goes, well, standard music video package, basic package is $60,000. You got to think, I'm a high school kid in Watts, California.
That was cheap.
$100 is impossible to me. It was impossible for me to get $100. I'm in high school. $60,000. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like this is impossible. So I literally Googled how to make a music video. It gave me the answers, and the answer that I got was, to make a music video is not the camera, it's not anything. What makes a music video look like a music video is 24 frames per second. That was the first step of my life right there. First thing I did, I looked for a camera that was 24 frames per second. What camera shoots in 24 frames per second? It led me to the Canon, what was it, the Canon like G10 or G something. It's a Canon camera, Canon G something. So the camera was like 500. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck I'm gonna get this camera? I ended up working a job. I worked at where'd I worked at? I worked at Target. Target, right off the Cerritos, off South Street, worked at Target. And I saved up my money, I bought the camera. And then from then, you know, I tested out my first video. You can Google my very first video. It's Daylyt featuring Marty, and it's called Bring 'Em Out. Daylyt featuring Marty is me and my wife. The song is called Bring 'Em Out.
I'm gonna go watch that shit.
I've got to watch it, bro.
Get me, you can get me when you snitching to them cops. Simply cause I'm
It's the first music video I've ever shot in my entire life, literally. And I shot the video. I was editing in Sony Vegas. It was like Sony Vegas 1 or something. It was like literally the first Sony Vegas. I'm editing Sony Vegas. I shot the video. I put it out. I put it on like MySpace or some shit like that. And literally everybody I knew was like, who the fuck did this for you? Like, who did this for you? Who the fuck did, like, how did you get money? You gotta think, I'm like, and I'm a fast learner. So like, I was like chopping videos from YouTube. Like, so in the video, I had Lambos and all type of shit. Like, so you gotta think, this was before HD exists. So people couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People's eyes were still like, Photoshop wasn't really popping back then. So like my mans is hitting me up like, yo, big shout out to my man Compton AV, because like we started from the bottom like that. So AV and all my people is hitting me like, yo,
give me the plug, Dave. Yeah. Who was it?
Well, before I go into that, my man Analyze Jones, you can Google his name. He the one told me about Sony Vegas, because first I was editing in Windows Movie Maker, and I did bring them out.
Sony Vegas editor.
Yeah, so I did bring them out in Windows Movie Maker. And then he was like, yo, you need to upgrade to Sony Vegas. So that's when I got Sony Vegas. But yeah, so after I dropped the video, you know, all my boys was like, yo, who the fuck did this video for you? Yo, this shit look like some BET shit. You gotta think, they're not really looking at the quality. It's the frame rate. The 24 frames per second was 23.39 or some shit like that. It was the frame rate that gave it the look that looks like the look on TV. It was the frame rate. And so before you know it, people start hitting me like, yo, how much you charge me to do that shit? And I'm like, shit, 100? 200? I don't know. Shit, 50? Whatever you got. So I shot my man AV video. It's called Tattoos. Compton AV, his first video I shot for him called Tattoos. I shot Tattoos. And then after that, fucking Joe Moses hit me. How much you charge? I shot for Joe Moses and all our meals. After that, I shot for fucking, you ever heard that song, the Don't Drop That Thunk? Of course. Alright, Fanatics, EZ, those my boy. I shot for EZ. And before you know it, Daylyt shot all, you know the Ratchet movie? That shit exists because of me. I shot all the videos for that shit. All the videos for all the Ratchets. Everybody you could possibly think of, I shot a video for them. And that's where my career started, with the Ratchet movement, shooting music videos. Like, and before you know it, that's how I'm here now.
And you would never think that.
Never.
Crazy, bro.
Never. And it's funny because I remember the way that I found out that Day was very knowledgeable in this subject was when you met Tam. You remember Tam? Man?
Yeah.
And you met Tam, and Tam had this, you know, had like all his equipment, and Daylight's going, oh, that's a, you know, that lens is the macro with the, you know, what kind of lens is that? I'm like, how the hell does this dude know this stuff? You know what I mean? And then they started rapping, and it was like French to me. I didn't understand the shit. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. You know, it's like when you know, you hear two producers talking about plugins and stuff, you know. I'm like, I don't know what the hell these dudes are talking about, you know? Yeah. So that is definitely, that was one of the things I wanted to touch on was basically being able to be self-sufficient, you know what I mean? Understanding the equipment.
It's important, man. Like, it's important because I'm going to tell you this, like, from from the perspective of like, if nobody can help you, gotta be able to help yourself. And
Absolutely.
not only that,
Everything
like
in life.
not only that, when you get the buzz and these people start knocking on your door, they gonna try to tax you for all this stuff. So, you know, it's best to know this shit yourself, because, you know, you'll feel like you got the money and it'll be gone overnight because they gonna spend it on all that extra shit.
And it's just, you'll have a better understanding of like how you want your product to come out.
Yeah,
And
that's why,
to
like,
me, if I were to get like a music video shot, I wouldn't. I mean, truthfully, I wouldn't know, you know, a good shot from a bad shot. And
Yeah.
I'm not a professional in
Yeah.
that area. So for you, you could look at it and it'd be, you know, I guess it'd have that better product for yourself. You know, because you understand what, you know, what it took to get into that product. You know, so I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Daylyt, let's get back into battling.
Mhm.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you remember all your battles?
No,
None of them.
not at all.
Any of them.
No,
Like you couldn't just like because like
not one. I'm gonna tell you what I.
so my filmer wins. Both of them said no. I asked them before we did this interview. I said
I'ma tell
I
you
remember
why.
all my bars like my verses.
I'm gonna
but
tell
like,
you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I battle rap more than everybody on the planet.
Hung said that. Hung said
Yeah, no, there's not.
he's
a
like,
person-
well, at some point you're gonna have to forget if you do a lot of
look,
stuff.
Look, I battle every weekend, and I'm gonna tell you one thing I do, because I prep different from the rest of the world. Like, I don't write anything down.
Yeah.
I mental prep, and it's like a roulette. Like, I prep like a roulette. Once I shoot the gun, it's over.
No,
You know what I mean? Like, after I get off stage, it's over. Like, all of it is over.
it gets left there.
It's over. It's there. On to the next. It's over. Like, and you know, I'm always growing, so I don't really hold on to the past. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
But I remember every
Make room for all the new
I
stuff.
remember every wild thing I did.
See, but you remember the actions, right?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's why,
Oh,
like, right
yeah.
when you jump into like interviews and stuff, that's the thing. I watched a lot of the Daylyt
Yeah.
interviews. Man, they always talk about the antic, always talk about the gay shit.
Oh yeah.
And you know what I think to myself? I'm thinking, this dude just said, what did he say? He said, they let this negative RH through the Stargate.
Yeah.
Did they hear that bar? They're talking about the gay shit he did. They didn't hear that bar?
No, see, the thing is, like I said, I understand what this world is based off of. I understand what this world is based off of.
Like, how did I
And-
hear that?
And we live in the era where, you know, you have things like Instagram, you have things like Vine, you have, you know, all these platforms that are designed to push funny or wild things. It's not designed to push anything smart. It's designed for you to like and heart, and then you gotta times in emojis, smiley face, laughing, LOL. It's designed for that shit. So I understand in this world that positivity or something enlightened or something insightful will not get far in this world. So in interviews, that's why you can cancel that out unless it's, what it say? Don't matter.
It says repo guy now.
Get your ass home. But yeah, so like I said, I just understand that, you know, positivity don't really go far. And for me to get as big as I am now, I had to do and say whatever the fuck I wanted to. And I did.
But it's funny too, because like when I saw this, you know, like we all.
But I mean, who, like,
when I saw the
but
day
this
shit,
is-
I knew.
this is what I mean. But
I knew that's what you were doing. It
This is
wasn't
what
like I was
I mean.
like,
This is
that
what I
dude's
mean. This is what I mean. And we just talked about it. Like, we live in a world where a lot of people are blind.
That, hey, I
A
can't
lot
speak
of
for
people,
everybody else. That is
a lot of
absolutely
people
true.
are blind.
That is
You
true.
got to think. I said, yeah, I sleep with P Diddy, and my shirt said being sarcastic on it.
I know.
How do you not see that?
I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened. A lot of people didn't see the interview. 95% of
They
the
just saw
people,
the headline.
They didn't even see the headline. They heard somebody else say it.
Exactly. That's where it comes down to. 'Cause
That's
I
what-
saw it and I was like, this dude ain't serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you
He was joking,
if
right?
you actually watch the interview, then you'll be like, oh, this motherfucker bullshitting. But if you heard it from somebody else, it sounds more believable. Like if you never seen the interview and I was like, yo, you heard of this dude named Daylyt? Man, this nigga gay. You just gonna be like, yeah, I heard that, and then you gonna tell somebody else, yeah, I heard that nigga. My homie told me that nigga was gay. But you never watched the interview. Like the whole interview, it starts off as like, yo, Vlad is like, yo, you know, P Diddy actually invites people over while he have sex. That's the whole interview. And Vlad's like, what you think about that? And I'm like, what the fuck type of shit is that? Like, I said, this is my opportunity to troll this situation. Before I say something offensive, Because I was about to say something
Yeah.
extremely offensive. I was like, yo, P. Diddy, you're a fucking weirdo for this shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck said, yo, Darren, I'm about to get some pussy. You want to come through? No, you can't have none.
Yeah.
You just come watch. Yo, what the fuck type of shit is that? Like, so imagine, you know, and you got to think he got celebrity homeboys. So, yo,
Yeah.
Buster, I'm about to get some pussy, nigga. You want to come through? Woo-ha, I'm on the way. You know what I mean? Like, what type of shit y'all on in the industry? So I was about to say some wild shit, but I was
And
like,
then you
know,
catch all the flack.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets about all that other shit.
everybody
all
forget
the
about
weird
all
shit.
the wild shit. Like, oh, that's all acceptable.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know
true.
what? Let me troll. Let me troll. Let me attach my name
Yep.
to the situation. And to be honest, I didn't know it was gonna go that big, but it did. And the shit went viral. The shit went extremely, extremely viral.
And this goes back to had battle rap been, or now I guess not had, but if it was bigger, people would have seen your battles. Then the people that would sign, they would know, because I saw your battles. I knew who you were. So when you said the shit, I knew you were trolling,
Yeah.
right? Because I seen you on stage. I seen all that stuff. But the people that didn't see it, that it goes back to I guess
Like
it's
you
like
got,
two separate
but see
worlds,
the best part. No, look. I learned how life works. You have bubbles, and I call those bubbles coral reefs. They're like coral reefs, and in every bubble there's billions of fish in it, and they do not swim to the other coral reef, no matter what. So you got all those Vlad TV fans or
Yeah.
whatever. They not going to the battle rap bubble, no matter what you do. They're just not going. They're there for Vlad. The Breakfast Club people are not going here. The skateboarder fans don't give a flying fuck about none of this.
Yep.
Rock and roll fans don't care about none of this. The country rappers or country singers, they fans don't care about none. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. People
Stay in their coral reef. And what I have managed to do, I'm finding Nemo, bro. I'm the only fucking fish that swim in everything.
I happen to agree. Not just with music too.
Yeah, like not
other
like,
art aspects.
Literally,
too.
like I'm in the photography world.
Yep.
You can Google my name, Devon Campbell, LA Digital Production. I have a photography website. Like I'm in the photography world. I'm in the skateboard world. I fucking skate with all the fucking professionals. I fucking play basketball with Corey Maggette and fucking all NBA. Like I'm in so many fucking where I play soccer. I'm literally in everything. And you know what's the craziest part about it? When I play basketball, half the people I play ball with don't know I rap. When I'm skating, half the people don't know that I play basketball or rap. Like none of the worlds even decide to look. Like they just be like, yeah, man.
That's true. I ran into dudes that played ball with you before. They didn't know that you rapped.
Yeah.
Like I play ball with that dude.
The dude with the
Like,
tattoo.
Yeah, that's all they know.
Yeah.
You rap.
Yeah.
But the best part about it is it's gonna domino effect soon.
Yep, it will. And I think going on tour, I think you're gonna get
It's gonna
that's going to be another new piece of knowledge that you can add to the
It's gonna
repertoire.
domino effect, and it's gonna be so many people like, yo, but see, this is why I did this, because let's just say, I don't know, 100 years from now when I'm long gone, you know how many wild stories there's gonna be? There's gonna be like, yo, I was fucking playing basketball with this dude in the middle of Dubai, like we was on a little piece of land by ourselves, playing one-on-one. There's gonna be like the wildest stories ever, because I've done so much. I've done so much, man. Like literally, I'm doing everything. Like sometimes I be in literally 2 places at the same time, according to some people.
What? He's here. He's also balling up at the rec. You ball a lot, Day?
Yeah, I bought a lot.
Do you?
A lot.
All right, man. You ever Cameron Cartier?
Yeah.
Engineer?
We never played.
I know.
He dodged me.
All right. Oh.
Entire time
He said,
I was out
all right.
there.
This I was gonna clarify. For Mr. Cartier. Cartier say he want to challenge you to a game of
Cameron
He said
Cartier.
you can get it whenever.
We were in Atlanta,
He
right?
said he can get them handles
We were in
whenever.
Atlanta, right? For how many days?
I know.
Cameron Cartier had on sandals the entire
the
time.
Gucci flops. Oh, you had the Gucci
flop.
slides.
The Gucci and the Jordan flop. He had different pair of sandals, and he had sandals to go with his outfit. Every day, I'm like, yo, we hooping or what? He like, yo, you gonna get these sandals? I'm like, man, you ain't trying to do it. You ain't trying to do it.
Shouts out Cameron Cartier too.
Yeah, but nah,
Man, that's funny.
I play ball for real, like like on a professional level. Like I'm pretty sure I can go lead if I really wanted to.
We got to get you into the celebrity game.
Nah. See, the celebrity game is for
Ball
celebrities.
people up.
It
Ball
is.
them up though.
Like you ever see?
It's not for celebrities. See,
I mean, it's not.
Get their ankles
Yeah, it was
broke,
ugly.
bro.
It's not for
celebrities.
It's not for celebrities, but like, I'm like literally like Michael Jordan, Kobe level. It wouldn't be fair for those kids, man.
You ain't even a Kobe fan, huh?
I'm a Kobe fan.
Are you a Kobe
I'm a Kobe
fan?
and Jordan fan. My favorite player.
All right. You see, I got the Laker hat on. She got the Laker hat.
You know, and I got NBA players that vouch for that. Like, you know, if you can ever get an interview with Corey Maggette or Katino Mobley or even Gilbert Arenas, Baron Davis, they'll tell you, like, I'm like a creative player on the court. Like, literally. Like a my player on 99, everything. And you can just Google Daylyt Hoop Dreams. You know, I have many basketball videos of me shooting the ball with left hand and right hand.
What is it? Daylyt Hoop Dreams?
Daylyt Hoop Dreams, yeah.
Oh, YouTubers type Daylyt Hoop Dreams?
YouTube Daylyt Hoop Dreams.
We're gonna watch. We're gonna see what kind of
You
handles
type in a video. You type in a video called.
they got handles.
You type in a video
Yeah.
called. No, it's not that I have handles. You type in a video called Daylyt. I'm better than Jordan. And you're gonna see me making shots with both hands, like from half court. It don't matter. Like I'm really a cheater.
Did you play your whole life, Day?
Yeah, I played my whole
You
life.
skated your whole life
I
too.
skated my
I saw
whole
that
life.
in Sway, and that was
Yeah.
surprising to me because I skated my whole life.
Skate my whole life.
You
But
know?
look, I'm gonna tell you why I did so much stuff in my life. It's because, like I said, I grew up in Watts,
Wow.
and I told myself, like, I'm gonna make it out of here one way or another. Like something is gonna get me out of here. I'm not just gonna do one thing, and if that failed, then I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of here playing soccer, basketball, baseball, football, a writer, an artist, a journalist, a painter, a camp. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, one way or another. One of these things is gonna take, and that's why I learned how to do everything coming up. Like literally, I remember my homeboys. Like one day, I'm with the hood dudes. The next day, I'm with the Mexicans playing soccer. The next day, I'm over there with the Chinese dudes playing like Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like in high school, you know, in high school, like people had their sections.
Of course.
Not me. I was the same way I am now, floating through high school. Here, there, on lunch, I'm like here, right here, in the front of the school, the back of the school. I never stood in one spot. Like,
You think that contributed to a lot of the success that you have too?
Yeah.
Because you didn't just pigeonhole yourself in
Nah, I
one,
never
group of people.
No. I
You
was
weren't just
literally-
kicking it with the cool kids. And,
Nope.
You kicking, but you probably with the nerds, huh?
I'm gonna tell you,
Definitely.
I was with everybody. Look, you know what's so crazy? I was cool. I was so cool that I got away with wearing Payless shoes. Like I was so cool.
Payless.
I was so cool in high school that I was so cool.
The Airwalks.
I was not like a Hakeem Olajuwon or some wild shit, but I was so cool in high school and so much of a character that like I got away with stuff. Like the same way in my career now, most people don't even notice that I don't wear name brands.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing nobody has noticed, that I never wear name brands. You never see me with name brand shit on because I make my own clothes.
I am 100% for that.
And yet no one has ever said nothing. You notice nobody's like, yo, what the fuck they got on? They be like, yo, that jacket was kind of crazy. Like, and that was the thing with me in high school. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, nobody never looked at my shoes and was like, yo, those are Hakeem Olajuwon. It's just like, yo, they like
Those aren't
funny-
Jordans, huh? That's all.
Like,
That's all they think.
That's it. Like, yo, they kind of dope though. Whatever
Yeah.
they are. Like, I used to have the masterpiece. I used to have all type of random ass shoes, but my character was so cool that it allowed me to wear whatever the fuck I want.
You made it cool.
I made it cool.
You made it cool because
Like, man,
somebody else wore them.
I
They
used to
wouldn't
go
look
hard.
cool,
Like
bro.
anybody would tell you, like
Because them shits was not cool, bro.
anybody used to tell you, like I used to do the wildest shit. Like I used to wear like fucking like 20. I come to school with, like 20 headbands on. Like literally I just used to do. All right, I'll tell you this. My antics, they didn't start now.
No.
They started back when I was literally 4 or 5 years old.
Were the teachers cool with this or not?
Look, I'm gonna tell you, and if you go to my elementary school, which is 102nd Elementary School, right off 102nd Street in Watts, and if you can talk to my principal, I'm not sure she's still
He's
the
gonna go over
principal,
there tomorrow.
but if you can somehow talk to my principal, like they had a picture of me in the office, like yo, this motherfucker's Dennis the Menace. So I'm gonna tell you one of my greatest stories, and it's crazy because this is why I believe in the flower of life, and I believe in everything circles around. And this is an actual story. You can ask the principal. You can Google the files. You can go to the school, and they'll tell you it's an epic story. And one of the security guards, we had security guards at elementary because of me. His name was Andrew Reynolds. No, his name was, I don't know.
Andrew Reynolds?
Not Andrew Reynolds.
Damn.
His last name is Reynolds, though. It's Mr. Reynolds. He also used to security in my high school, too. But it's an epic story, and he'll vouch for it. If anybody can get in contact with him, he'll vouch for this. 5th grade this is probably one of my greatest achievements of my life. So in 5th grade, we had a substitute teacher, right? She comes into class and she goes, "Hey, my name is," whatever her name was, and she goes, anybody has any questions? Anybody know why I'm here?" I lift up my arm. Everybody looking like, here this motherfucker go. Cause you know they know.
Yeah,
they know me. Here he go. He about to fuck it up for all of us already. So I lift up my arm. The teacher go, yes, Devon. I go, you the fucking sub. Are you a base head? Of course we know why you here. We're fucking 5th graders? No. We live in the fucking projects. We already grew up. Like, people got killed last week. We're not little kids. Like, she had the fucking security on standby. They already told her, watch out for me. She pushed the button. Here they fucking come.
It's a big red button.
Yeah, here they come. Here come.
It says Devon on it.
Yeah, here come fucking Mr. Reynolds and I'm Mr. De La Rosa. That was his fucking name. The other security. Big shout out to Mr. De La Rosa. So here come Mr. De La Rosa. Here come fucking Mr. Reynolds. Now we're on the 2nd story. It's like a 2-story classroom, and we're on the 2nd story. There's a rail. You can go to 102nd Street School. You'll see it. And there's a rail. So I know they coming, like, cause I've been getting chased by these motherfuckers so much. I know the estimated time from them to leave from the little security office to the classroom. So as soon as she pressed the button, I'm already out the front door. I'm just sitting there waiting like this, right? So I say, hey y'all, it's about to go down. Fuck, they start running. They like, oh, we got you trapped. They start running to me like this. Remind you, we're on a 2-story building, so there's nothing I can do. I literally pulled my pants down, showed my butt, and jumped off the 2-story rail onto the ground. All they looked at was my butt falling down like that. The whole classroom was like, let's go. Just cheering me on and shit. And then like I ran around. I ran all the way around. I ran to the fucking bathroom. I set the bathroom on fire. And then like you gotta think, I knew how to make fire with sticks and stones. I had to. That was sometimes we didn't have lights and power and shit. It's the only fucking way to make fire. Yeah, so I'm in there fucking scraping the stick. Yeah, I'm in there faking the sticks. Fuck with the toilet. You put the toilet paper all in the thing and you just keep rubbing the sticks. Shit catch on fire. So I set the fucking bathroom on fire. So they all
doing this shit in 5th grade.
It's at the school. You can actually go there and fucking like read the shit.
But I was like showing the state of Massachusetts. I remember in 5th grade.
But see, the best part about me being an asshole, I got straight A's. So it wasn't like I was just a bad kid. Like you couldn't say Daylyt didn't pass, because like I'm the type of person, I do my homework, do all the work I had in class before everybody, then fuck the rest of the day up. That was me. So I set the bathroom on fire. They fucking go put the fire out. Then like I'm like, as they're putting the fire out, I'm on a swing set just swinging, watching them put the fire out and shit. Like it was wild. Like so I was wild. So my first time actually pulling my pants down and getting people to cheer for me was in 5th grade, and everybody would vouch for this shit. And who would have known? Literally 20 years from then, the biggest moment of my career will be pulling my pants down.
I was just gonna say, how nostalgic was it? You know what I mean? He pulled it down and was
you
like,
gotta think, like you can.
It took a second to remember
like
5th grade.
If all else fails,
my best friend, one of my right hand mans, his name is Keefy. You can Google him, Keefy F Baby for his Instagram. When he seen that shit online, you gotta think. Everybody in the world was like, what the fuck is Daylyt doing? Everybody that grew up with me was like, holy shit, he did it again.
I wasn't the first.
Like, you gotta think, these are people, my childhood friends are looking at me on national TV saying, this motherfucker did it again. Like, the same thing he did in 5th grade, he just did it on national TV. Who would have fucking knew that Daylyt would be on TV? So it's wild to know that like I was the wild child, but yet all of those wild moments has helped me in my life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like especially like with, you know, a lot of my teachers and a lot of my people, like a lot of people growing up, you know, in that world, in the school system was always like, yo, all this wild stuff you doing is gonna be the end of you. You're gonna be in jail. You know, you're not gonna have shit doing all this if you don't follow these rules. And yet, everything I did as a child, I'm doing it now, and I'm actually living a wonderful life from doing it.
That's kind of what I was gonna wonder, is if the teachers like embraced your creativity.
I can't. They never embraced.
Taking your pants off and lighting the bathroom on fire.
That was
keep
creative.
this kid on Ritalin or something. You know what I mean?
But like I said,
they put you on Ritalin 1,000 times.
No, they couldn't say nothing because I'm smart. It like literally, you can't tell a kid to sit there. I finished all. Look, I'm from the hood, man. I had to learn how to survive. So like all of that, like crayons and coloring inside, that shit was like nothing for me. It was like nothing. Like you giving me, you got to think in the school system in Watts, like the curriculum is very low.
Yeah.
So I'm in 5th grade, but they're giving me like fucking like 3rd grade work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like blowing through that shit, and then I gotta sit in class for another fucking 7 hours. Oh, I'm going wild. You know, so it just was like, but I was smart. Like I said, I was a smart student growing up. Very, very, very smart. I was just bad as shit, and my badness compromised for the smartness. Like, yo, I'm smart as shit, so you can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
But I'm bad as shit, so you can be mad at me. So you choose what you want to do.
And you know the teachers are sitting there going, "Oh, he's smart as shit, so I can't tell him shit."
Yeah,
You know
I'm smart as shit, so I can't tell him shit.
I can't tell him shit. I'll just be mad at him.
I just be mad at him.
So that's like what, you know, I know a lot of people, they ask you about the, pulling the pen. What question do you just hate getting, bro? Is there a question that you hate?
The biggest question I really hate getting was, did you really take a shit?
It was a Snicker bar, wasn't it?
It was a Snicker bar.
It was a
It was
Snicker
like,
bar.
but the fucked up part about a Snicker bar was in my ass, and there
This
was
in-
chocolate
Hey,
like
and this
all
was
in my
on.
ass.
This was in Arizona, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was chocolate. There was chocolate.
Probably hot as fuck out there.
There was
too.
chocolate. There was chocolate all in the crack of my ass. Like, and the fucked up part about it is that like.
I gotta tell you
Like,
a funny story.
I couldn't get it out. Like, I literally, like, it was. They didn't let me get to the bathroom or nothing. It was just in there. So I'm like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna ride home like this. Fuck it.
I won't name no names, nothing like that. But
That's a long ride.
bro,
man.
I was talking to a Arizona. Guy in Arizona that puts on all the shows. You know,
Yeah.
he's a promoter there. He does a lot of big stuff in Arizona. And I was trying to get some shows for, some of the artists at the
Yeah.
studio, and I brought you up. I said, hey, Daylyt is an artist that I can get in touch with and stuff like that. This dude sent me back and said, yo, last time I had Daylyt do, he shit on my stage,
Yo.
bro.
The fucked up part about it is that
I said, oh, that was your
Just fucked it all up for
I said,
HB.
oh, that was your stage,
yo,
bro.
but the
Sorry.
fucked up part about it, I didn't even shit, bro. They didn't even let me.
That's what I told him. I said it was a Snicker bar, bro.
But no, the Snicker bar was in Arizona. The Snicker bar was total slaughter.
Okay, so you really did shit on this dude.
No.
Oh,
In
okay.
Arizona, I didn't even shit. Like, I just pulled my pants down and said,
Oh, okay. So
Nobody
nothing
stood
came
around
out.
to wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he was still legit in what he said, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I pulled my pants down. I was like, and then the security just came and grabbed me, like.
Yeah, because he said.
Because when you see somebody who actually
sits.
sits there and watches, when you hear that, you run probably,
I mean, bro, I would
Yo,
have
that
said,
shit
he no shit.
shit was. No, it was funny.
This day and age, people do this.
Yo, it's funny because like
Yeah,
as I'm
bro.
squatting down, like you see the security, like they're like hesitant, like okay, like.
Yeah, do you grab the guy who's taking the shit, or
Like,
you let
what
him
do
do
you
his
do?
business first?
So you could see him in the thing, like get his ass, like get him. And the security was like, yo, shit, okay, like what if he boo boo on me, like you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So they
This is
just
a touchy subject, man.
So
We
they
ain't
just
gonna grab
finally,
this dude.
it just finally grabbed me up. But I'm gonna tell you though, you know what's the funniest part about it? You know what's the funny? It's an epic moment in that boo boo on the stage, and this is something that I give to the world that they don't even know. It was never me.
No. It was just
Go back to the show and notice you never seen my face not one time.
I gotta look. Did you have the mask on?
No, I had a headless horseman costume. And I had a stunt double on stage. It was never me the whole time. They went outside, they tossed me out they tossed him out the door. When they tossed him out the door, I came from the back and he took off the stuff.
They just doing some superhero shit, bro.
You know, it is.
Just
what
another
it is.
day in the life a day.
Another day in the life.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send somebody.
Yep.
take a
fuck
shit
it.
for
They
me.
take a shit for me.
How much does that guy get paid?
I was just thinking that, D. I was
No,
thinking in my
What
head.
kind of job is that?
I was just thinking in my head.
What kind of
Hey,
numbers
bro,
are we talking?
how did that conversation go down? All right, so this is what we're gonna do, right? You're gonna be me. You're gonna spit on my bars, and at the end of it, you're gonna take a shit on the stage. That motherfucker looked at you like, yeah, we're really doing this. Yo, man.
Now I'm producing.
Okay. Yo, welcome back to DatWAV.com, you guys. I'm gonna do something cool with Daylyt right now. On my interviews, I like to break it up by doing something kind of cool, right? So I'm gonna rapid fire some questions over today, and I call these pick'ems. So I'm gonna give him two choices. He's just gotta pick one of the choices. I'll give you one neither.
All right.
You get one neither.
All
So
right.
make sure you use it wisely.
Fair.
Okay? Apple or Android. And this is preference, not necessarily what you have.
Android.
Android.
Even though I got an Apple now, but Android. Can I give a reason why or no?
Go for it.
I love Apple because it's like very fast and easy. But it's just as a person that does
User-friendly,
multimedia things,
Yep.
Apple is the worst. It's the worst. Like I can't download videos from my email. I can't send shit. I can't put videos on my phone from. It's the worst, man.
It's supposed to be user friendly though.
It is user friendly for people
That's how I've
to
always
send
thought
text
it was.
messages and write notes.
You got a point.
Dave, Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Del Taco.
Adidas or Nike?
Derrick Rose, you made Adidas stock go down to no return.
Oh, come on.
Every time I look at Adidas, my knee hurt.
Comes with
Nike.
extra knee support.
Nikes. I can't even
Nikes.
look at Adidas.
Alright. You like this one. Goofy or regular?
Goofy.
You're goofy, I was goofy too.
Yes, sir. But I skate switch too, so.
Mac or PC?
Mac. Mac, it's crazy how Mac computer is very user friendly with
See,
media.
I'm glad I asked both then. I almost thought I was
Mac-
being
Look,
redundant.
there it
Mac
is.
computer is
Almost
very
thought I was being
user friendly with media,
Yeah.
but yet the
The
phone
iPhone,
ain't.
yeah.
Like, that's retarded.
Canon or Nikon?
Canon, well, neither now, but
What? So is that your neither?
neither.
Okay.
I mean, GH4 or Sony possibly right about now. Until Canon them come with something better.
Marvel or Capcom?
Capcom. By far.
By far?
By far.
Damn. OLED or Disaster?
Disaster. He possessed more traits.
And this is in relation to a vehicle. Speed or comfort?
Speed.
Speed? You'd rather be flying rather than just chilling?
Yes. Any day.
So this is kind of a sub question. I didn't even write this one down, but So Ferrari or Bentley? You take the Ferrari?
Oh, any day.
Wow.
I'm not trying to cruise. I got a face tat. What I look like in a
Yes.
Bentley? Just pull down a window.
How you look at a Ferrari?
Like something. My
Going
face
by
look.
you
My
fast.
face look.
I
You
guess
won't
so,
see me. You
huh?
just see womb. You don't even know.
Snapchat or Instagram?
Instagram. I got a Snap. I don't even be on it.
No? Okay.
Daylyt 2K. Follow me on Snap, and you won't see anything.
Chance the Rapper or Childish Gambino?
I've never listened to neither one of them.
Whoa, wow. So you already said neither then. You gotta pick one of them.
His name Childish Gambino.
Yeah, you. Donald Glover. I mean, come on, bro.
Chance the Rapper. I'll
Chance.
give that rapper the chance.
Okay, okay. Chips and salsa or pita and hummus?
Chicken sauce.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, bro.
very-
I know when I was writing
I
that
saw
one,
his
I was
mind
like,
right now,
yes.
yeah.
That was a very tough one, and only reason why is because like I OD'd on hummus like last year, so I'm done for
It's
like a
terrible.
good year.
Fucking love hummus, bro.
Yeah.
I think at this point in my life, I might have taken the pita and hummus, bro. But I mean, chips and salsa is
So,
classic. It's timeless.
I OD'd on
Me
it.
hungry for
Pita and
chips
hummus at this
salsa.
point in my life right now. Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner.
I'm not a
Right?
breakfast person.
Do you even eat breakfast? I real talk, don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast at all.
Delivery or DiGiorno?
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno's on fire, bro.
DiGiorno's fire,
Dude, have you
bro.
tried the new thin crust?
Yeah, bro. DiGiorno's a
Fire. The margarita pizza, DiGiorno thin crust? Fire.
DiGiorno is fire, bro.
Fire.
Very fire.
Fire. Mansion or penthouse? And when I say this, I mean like a big ass mansion, or would you rather be like in New York at the
Penthouse.
top of a penthouse?
Penthouse.
Actually, I like penthouse too. Domestic or foreign vehicle?
Foreign. I'm not buying anything American.
Really?
It's worse.
you gonna whip the sickest Corvette?
No. Should break down like a year.
And this goes for anything. This is in relation to anything. New school or old school?
Old school.
I kind of wanted to keep it broad. Old school?
Old school.
Sit down or take out?
Take out. I move too much. Ferrari, baby. Come on.
Yeah. Driver or passenger?
Trunk.
Driver.
No.
Still passenger.
Driver.
Driver? You gotta be the driver?
Let me drive.
Morning or night?
Night.
Night. I think we call daylight and pick night over morning.
Just had to.
I was just like, I was trying to fuck him up with that
Just
one.
had to.
Yawn or sneeze?
Sneeze.
Bro, sneezing's way better.
Yeah.
After you get that sneezing, you're like,
Yo, sneezing is like it's like it's
such a release.
Two things that feel like that. It's like when you itching and you like scratch your back or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Goat
how it is
and the
for me,
sneeze
too.
is the same thing. Like, oh my god, it's amazing.
And then this is a side question. You do this? You plug your nose and you sneeze? Some people do
No.
that, bro. I don't do that shit either. I let that shit go.
That's stupid.
I know. I see people do
when
it.
you understand what a sneeze is for, is getting germs out of your body. So why the
Releasing the
fuck would
stuff.
you hold it in?
But you see people do it. I see this one dude do it and he goes, I was like, what in the hell was that, bro? Let that shit fly,
Yo,
bro.
that's like the people who worried about what other people think all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna hold my sneeze.
That is the absolute truth.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, man.
Burrito or taco?
Oh, this hard.
I know. I knew this one was gonna be hard.
It's very hard. Damn, it depends on the day.
And you already used
Burrito.
burrito.
I see him eat burritos in here all the time.
Burrito from where?
Right across the street.
What, 17th Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, burrito.
Man, 17th is the best, bro. I've been going to that place since
Burrito.
forever.
Burrito.
You already used up your neither, bro. Mac Miller or Macklemore?
Yo, I fuck with Mac.
I do too. I fuck with wait, Mac what? Mac
Got
Gilmore?
him.
Got him.
I fuck with Mac
Got him.
Gilmore
Damn.
or Mac Miller.
All right, so you know what's crazy about Mac Miller? I'm gonna tell you the randomest shit ever, right? This got to be the most randomest shit that ever happened to me. So, one day Mac Miller posted something on Twitter. It's crazy you said these two. I got stories with both of these dudes. It's crazy how Mac Miller posted something on Twitter, and I replied to it, and then he replied back. It's like, yo, what's up, Daylyt? What's good with you? And then I replied again, and he never replied again. Like ever, it's been like 3 years. Like what the fuck? Like,
Fuck, Mac, get back to your boy.
like I didn't get it. Like you should have just never replied to me.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been better off that way. Now
Yeah,
you're
but
like,
then better.
damn.
I'm like, yo, what's up, Mac? Like, let's, you know, what you got up? And it was like, it just went in my head. Like, I was like, okay. And then like with Macklemore, I've been knowing about him before he even took off.
Yeah.
Like, one of my right hand mans that I used to film with, name is Brian Tolliver. We was shooting all through Seattle, and I remember like this was when he was trying to get somebody to shoot the Wings video. That's the name of the song, Wings, right? It's some shit about Jordans.
Shit, I would have picked Mac
Wings.
Miller, bro. So I don't,
Yeah,
I don't really know.
he was trying to get somebody to shoot the Wings video, and I remember his camp had reached out to us, and this before he had a budget. Like he still was doing like some GoFundMe or some type of shit
Yeah.
where donate. He was raising money to shoot the Wings video, and I remember we had told him like, nah, we can't do it for free. Like y'all gotta get some money, and then literally like a couple of years later, like look at Macklemore. You know what I mean? It was like a while back. So who would
I'll
I
still shoot the video for you, man.
Nah, it's alright.
No,
It is
no,
what
no.
it is. You know what I mean?
Shit, you still want to get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
at the
fame.
time I was hustling. You got to think, I'm in the middle of Seattle shooting videos.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm out there for that. So, I would go with. I'm going with Macklemore.
Macklemore,
Yep, I like his music. It's universal.
you're gonna hate this one.
Mhm.
URL or KOTD?
KOTD by far.
Oh, man, I
sorry.
thought he was
I'm
gonna. I
I'm
thought he
sorry.
was gonna actually maybe be politically correct and be like, you know.
And then
That
one
was
of
the
the
quickest
reasons, one of the reasons why, like you got to be honest. You can't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
URL is indeed the top of battle rap, and you know that's where everybody wants to go.
Yeah.
It's just they're very niggerish, and what I mean by that is they do things very like what you would consider like niggerish. Like, and what I mean by that, everybody got kind of uncomfortable with bullshit.
You know,
But-
yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know, I guess.
What I mean by that is like, you know, like it's been like, not to hate on URL, not to downplay URL, but it's been like, nigga, 10, 15 years and y'all still having audio issues. Like, bruh, look, there's a fucking boom mic right there. How do you not have one of those? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a small.
And that's the truth, because when I watched the battle, you and Mike P's battle,
it was horribly
I
fucked
it was
up.
noticed that too.
fucked
That's the
up,
first
dude.
thing I said. What's
it was
wrong with the
fucked
fucking
up. That's the
audio?
first thing I thought to myself the
Look,
entire time I was watching,
look,
because I was
look.
watching on my big 65-inch.
Look.
I had to turn the shit up and turn it back down and turn the shit
Yeah.
back up
Look,
again.
a boom mic, you can go buy a fucking Rode mic for like 400, 500. What the fuck? You can go buy a regular shotgun mic for like $100. Like you can buy a very good shotgun microphone for like $200. Bruh, why do y'all not have those?
I don't know if there's any relevance, but it was only when you started speaking.
No, when he
bro.
was going, it
It
got
was
quiet.
midday, bro. It got
I was sitting
quiet.
there watching it with him.
I don't know. I
bro.
said, I don't know if it's a conspiracy or something.
It's
but
not me.
bro.
It's not me. I've seen it happen in numerous battles. But what I'm saying is from a business perspective,
I hear you.
and from working
I hear you.
with King of the Dot,
Absolutely.
and working with URL. Like I said, when I get calls for King of the Dot, you know, like I get picked up in a limo. I get, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you stay in the best hotels. You get treated right. You get per diem. You know what I mean? You get like treated like an artist. You know, versus URL, it's like, yo, you got out here, nigga, you better get to the venue somehow. Or like, it's very black people-ish, man. Like, it's like, and it's sad to say that, but they're on real nigga time.
Yeah.
And as I'm growing in my business career, I don't want to be on real nigga time. I want shit to be very business-orientated. And King of the Dot shit is very business-orientated. But although URL is where I would love to be, and I would be extremely loyal to URL if they had their shit together. And I hope URL sees this interview and don't take this as no form of disrespect. All I'm saying is if you want to be on top, you got to be on top. It's like the NBA putting out basketball games that's not HD.
Great analogy,
Like, you
bro.
know what I mean?
I wouldn't
Like-
watch the shit, bro. I'd be
Like,
pissed.
it's like, imagine if the NBA games looked worse than overseas games.
I hear you.
But you trying to say that we're the NBA, we're the top league. No, man, you got to be the top league. You have to be. Although you got the streets, you got the respect. Now, take over the production side too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just small things. So as of right now, from an overall experience, I got to be fair and say King of the Dot. But
Done.
URL is most definitely a bigger place, a bigger platform.
Done. Ready?
Yeah.
I forgot which one right here. Ready? That was a good last one. Oh yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog or Donkey Kong? I knew that one was gonna end him.
That's a fight. That's a real fight right there. Sonic was fire, yo.
But so was Donkey Kong,
But
bro.
Donkey Kong was. I wasn't a Sega. I didn't like Sega. That's the only reason why I'm going with Donkey Kong. I didn't like Sega.
Because you played Donkey
I was a
Kong
Nintendo.
on N64, on Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I was a Nintendo player.
This is like the. I'm gonna go back to video games, but I have one final long pick 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have Mike Tyson punch you in the stomach or Holly Holm kick you in the face?
Holly Holmes. What
You
the
think
fuck?
Holly Holmes kicked in the face? Bro, she's an 18-time world champion kickboxer, bro. She's
My
no
nigga,
slouch.
Mike Tyson will knock your life out, bro.
Yeah.
Stomach! I said
It
stomach.
doesn't
It
matter.
could kill you.
No, you're not understanding. This nigga hit with the same force as a
I
Volkswagen Bug.
know. But stomach
They said-
versus a kick to the face.
No. That's okay. You're gonna break my nose. You're gonna bust something. Okay, cool.
Okay, so he's up.
Like, you're not understanding, my nigga. Have you not seen 19-year-old Mike Tyson? Like,
I'm talking about Mike Tyson now.
Like,
I
right
have
now-
Mike and Holly walk through the door right now.
have you seen Mike
I'm not
Tyson?
talking about either of them in their prime.
Have you
I
seen
know,
Mike
he's still
Tyson
big
in
as shit.
IP, man?
I know he's still big as shit.
Niggas punching through shit. Fuck that. He got stronger. Nah, fuck that. I'm sorry. I watched Tyson growing up. I never let him touch me. I'm sorry. Like, I've seen him, like, do things that, like, ooh, you know, man, fuck that, man.
I was talking to the director of the interview, Hung, before this. I told him I was gonna ask you that, and he was like, yeah, you know, Holly Holm, that's the chick that knocked out, you know, Ronda,
Rousey,
right?
yeah.
And then after he said that, I just went, goddamn Ronda.
Ronda
One
Rousey.
kick.
You'll copy
Put
on
it
iTunes.
sleep.
They like Ronda Rousey. It's so fire. But no, Holly Holmes, like I said, don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't mind a kick, but, like, bruh, like, my nigga.
Go watch. I understand. I get it. I'm with your answer. I'm with it.
Either one of them's good.
It's acceptable. But go on YouTube and watch Holly Holm train her kickboxing, bro.
Fuck that.
That may give you a different